I'm going to check my air cleaner, a spark plug, and then in the back on the passenger or the driver's side rear door, the lock isn't working, and we're going to investigate reasons why that is. Hope you follow to the end of this video to see what I come up with. Air cleaner, spark plug, and door lock. Last week I changed all the fluids, or checked and topped off all the fluids, changed the oil, changed the oil filter, but I did not check my air cleaner. So let's open this up and see what we have. I'm hoping it's okay, but I don't know. We'll find out here if I can figure out how to get this off. Let's see what holds that in place. I wonder if I have to take this loose and this here. I do not know for sure, but let's keep looking. Yep, there's a couple of things I need to get to help me loosen this. I have a straight screwdriver here, and we're going to loosen this clamp and see if that allows this hose to come off of this cover. My guess is it will. And then we can go at it and lift it off of there. I don't think that I need to pull this plug. I think I can get this loose and just leave that plug set. That exposes the filter. As you can see here, let's pull it out and take a look at it. This was just serviced not too long ago, but as you can see, that filter needs to be replaced. It is really dirty. I don't have one here. I'll have to go get one. So I'm just going to drop it back into place for right now because I need to run this truck home here this evening. But we know we need filter. So I'm just going to put this back together for right now. But that's one thing. Okay, I'm not even going to tighten that clamp up because I want to take that all back off. I will put these back in place, though, at least a couple of them. Okay, let's move on to the spark plugs. The first step in the spark plugs is to expose it, and the way you do that is you take the cap off here, put it to the side, and then grab a hold of this and it pops right off, and you should be able to take it right out of there. Put the cap back on. Don't want to get dirt in there. And the next step is these right here. You need to move a couple of these hoses out of your way so that you can get to it, but we're looking at this right here. To get that off, there should be a clip here. I'm not sure how that comes off, but I think there's a clip that I got to spread and then get something in there and just pry it right off. But once this is off, then you loosen it right here. Yep, you just loosen this right here. And see the spark plug's under here. I don't know if you can see that very good or not, but there's 1, 2, 3. But let me see what it takes to get this off. I'm thinking it was just a clip here, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you can see this or not, but there's a little red clip here. You just pull that back, and then this slides right out of there. So, got that loose. If I forget to say it, When you go back, you want to put a little dielectric grease on these. And I'll try to remember to say that once we put a plug back in, if they need them. But we're going to pull this out. Sometimes these come out a little bit hard, but we will see here in just a minute. I'm just trying to get this screw out right here, bolt. And then we'll set that right here. We'll take a little pry bar, and you want to get underneath here where you got good meat. Oh, that one's coming right out. Look at that. Wow. Where's all that oil coming from? I'm going to take a look down into that hole and see what's going on. Well, that whole thing is full of oil. I'm not sure what's going on there, but I don't like it. Let me show you. Whoops. Let me turn you over here so you can see this. But hope that focuses in, but that's covered in oil. Yeah, I don't see how that can be any good. I'm going to have to find out why that's doing that. I wonder if the valve cover seals are leaking. I guess I got leaky valve cover gaskets. I did some checking, and the best way to change them is just replace the whole valve cover. They're made out of plastic and they warp. Boy, oh boy, they look like a pain to get out of there though. A lot of stuff hooked to them. Right now I've got a 5/8 inch plug wrench. I should go get a plug wrench. This is just a deep well. Look at all that oil. Wow. That's going to all go into the cylinder. Let's finish taking it out and see what happens. I got me a regular plug socket. Hopefully the plug will come right out with it. But that cylinder is going to be saturated in oil once I get this out of here. I can see why changing plugs on these things are a little bit difficult. But let's see what this plug looks like. Hopefully we can tell. Right there's the plug. Let's wipe some of that oil off and see what the plug really looks like. Right there you can see it, dried up a little bit. The end of that plug is burnt to a point. I'm not sure that it's supposed to be like that. I'm going to find out here in just a little bit. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and put this stuff back in. Went ahead and ordered new valve covers, plugs, and an air cleaner. And I'm not going to replace any of this till all those parts come in. So I'm just going to go ahead and reinstall all of this, reinstall it, and we'll move back to that door. Let me get this put back together and we'll move back to that door and see if we can't figure out that lock. Oh boy, it seems like if it isn't one thing, it's another. Them valve covers are going to be a pain to replace. I don't know if you saw that or not in there, but just take a look at that. There's all kind of stuff on top of them things. Let me bring you in a little tighter. Look at those things. Oh boy. Okay, I'm back here in this door, and all I want to do is take this rubber boot off so I can expose those wires. So I'm just going to pull this off, and I'll see if I can't get a pick in there and get that out. Got a little hook pick here. Let's grab a hold of it and see if it'll come off of there. Yep, it's coming. And then I think all I need to do is there's a couple clips on the side of this that lets this come out. I can get in there to get it. Let me get it from the front. Maybe. There we come. Got to get that out anyway to put it back together. Now let's see what we got here. Looks like there's a couple clips on that. I'm not sure how I'm going to get it though. Pull that. Let me just leave it in there like that. Wait a minute. What do we got there? We got a bad wire. Look at that. Look at that, guys. Right there. Can you see that? The wire's broken. Boy, if that's all it is, it's going to be an easy fix. Wow. I wonder if I can get enough of this exposed to fix that without hurting anything. From what I gathered on other repairs that I've looked up on this, it's that purple white wire. There's two of them in there. There's one that's a little fatter than the other, and it's the smaller of the two. And if you look at that, that's not the purple and white, is it? What's this wire here? There's purple and white. It's broken clear off. See if I can expose this a little bit better. Let's pull this back just a little further. Oh. And let's cut this off right here and see what we can find in there. That wire's almost broken in two. This wire's almost broken in two. I don't see the other purple and white wire right there, so I don't know. The way to get this really exposed to work on it, I got to take the door cover off, unplug this, shove all this down in here and bring it out the speaker hole. Then I can get to it to fix it the way it needs to be fixed. Let me get this unplugged and I will get right back with you. I got to move the camera out of my way. Okay, I've got these soldered together. I added another piece of wire since this was so short. I got these off of Amazon or someplace. I don't even remember where, so I can't even show you. But what you do is you put your two wires in there. You heat that up. That solder melts. And then this serves as your shrink. But I always add extra. So there you have it. And if you look at this, you can see now here on the door, it goes, well, I got to plug it in first. It opens and it closes. So I guess I got this fixed, except I still have some broken wires in that harness that I'm going to have to look after. Okay, I got that all back together and everything works. That's what I want. Now we'll see how long that little repair works. I ended up taping over those other broken wires. The wire itself wasn't broken, it was just the insulation around it was cracked. And I think I know why. There's a metal rod that's got felt over it or some kind of rubber material that goes inside here. And what that does is keep this stiff, and it was right where that rod ended where those wires were starting to break. So all I did was I pulled that wire up a little further into here so that it wouldn't be in that position anymore. And this door won't get used that much with me anyway, so I think it'll work just fine. Well, we're going to call this project for today completed. We checked the air cleaner, we pulled out a plug, and we fixed that lock on the back door. The air cleaner needs replaced, the plugs need replaced, but in checking out the plugs, I discovered the valve covers need to be replaced. I went ahead and ordered all that stuff, and that'll be in an upcoming video sometime in the future. But if you like what you see me working on this truck, I would encourage you to watch this video right here. It's about me removing the front bumper. Man, was that a chore, but this video right here. Can it be fixed? It sure can. Can you fix it? I believe you can. You're darn right you can. Until the next time.